Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Jay Gonzalez. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing loyalty or lifestyle. Which one is more important? So you know what time it is, folks? Let's get controversial. Welcome back to the show. And this message is coming from Christopher from Skokie, Illinois. And he says, why is it that women look for lifestyle over loyalty? It's like as long as you have that bag, she don't care about nothing. Wow. Well, first off, Christopher, I do appreciate you submitting the topic today, and let's go ahead and get into it, folks. Here's the thing. When it comes to women, yes, they prefer lifestyle over loyalty, and that's based on their hypergamic nature, okay? And yes, best believe they do tolerate a whole lot more when they're dealing with a higher value of a man. So definitely the more digits you bring home in that paycheck, the more they're willing to tolerate. But keep in mind, and this is something that a lot of, at least some men don't realize, keep in mind that that's all based on whether the fact he wifes her up or not. If he wifes her up, any of those things that he attempts to do, you best believe, unless he had her sign a prenup where there's an understanding, and sometimes, those don't even work. But if that's not the case, she will take you from, in some cases, more than half of everything you got, in some cases, everything. And how long it took you to build that, it'll all be hers. So keep that in mind. Those women that chase lifestyle are usually beautiful women. Not to say that it can't be ugly women, but it's usually very pretty women that chase that type of lifestyle. They know that they bring that beauty. They're still in their, their sexual market prime. So, they're going to try to use that to get the bang for their buck. Some might say, you know what, so what? So, but at the end of the day, it's not a good attribute for you to look for just based on money. Those type of women usually lack the ability to pair bond with a man. In most cases, they lack empathy, so best believe they can pretty much destroy you and not even shed a tear or even a sweat about it because they lack the ability to pair bond. Usually it comes with high body count. Usually it comes with multiple relationships. And again, those type of women find themselves in multiple relationships based on the fact, again, maybe it's based on their hypergamic nature. They're always looking for more. Or maybe it's the fact that the man wisens up and says, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this type of woman in my life, and gets rid of her. So in those cases, you end up with an alpha widow. Those women are usually egotistical and usually always stress the importance of them being right. They're to be avoided at all cost. They bring nothing but darkness and stress into your life. They usually find themselves in multiple relationships, in and out of relationships. And yet, it's always the man's fault. Those type of women usually come with a whole lot of debt. You have to understand, some type of women, when not to mention women are more higher consumers than men, and I believe they have, 62% of all the debt is based on women. So best believe when they're dealing with a high-value man, they end up overexerting themselves and getting things that they can't really afford currently, okay, whether that be the credit cards that they maxed out when they were with him, when they were used to him paying them, to, you name it, a car note, etc. They overexert themselves. Overall, those type of women, honestly, are going to find themselves hitting the unavoidable wall. And when that happens, hopefully, it humbles them. Because honestly, we hear a lot about there are no good men out there. There are no good men. Where are the good men? But you know what? These days, you type of women that act like this, or the type of women that are today, the modern women as you call them, they're not worth it. They're not worth dealing with. They're not worth the headache, the stress. So those of you guys out there that are with a woman and feel some type of way and think that she's only with you for the money. And if you find yourself having to question her loyalty, then you know what? Chances are she wasn't the one anyways. Hopefully that answers your question, Christopher, and I do appreciate you submitting the topic today. For those of you guys that are watching, please let me know your thoughts below. What are your thoughts? Would it be loyalty or lifestyle? What do you think is more important? What do women find more important? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. All right, until the next one, folks, I am your host, Jay Gonzalez, and let's keep it controversial.